The air grows cold, hair stands on end. The valley is shrouded in an eerie mist, and the silence is almost deafening. Every breath you take feels heavy, as if the very atmosphere is charged with an unseen energy. The fog wraps around you, making it hard to see more than a few feet ahead. It's as if the valley itself is alive, watching, waiting. Something watches from the darkness. You can feel its gaze piercing through the fog, sending chills down your spine. The shadows seem to move, shifting and changing shape as if they have a life of their own. The forest is alive with whispers, the rustling of leaves, and the occasional snap of a twig underfoot. It's a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. This is Hale Farm and Village after dark, a place where history and mystery intertwine. The old buildings stand as silent witnesses to the past, their walls echoing with the stories of those who once lived here. The village, now abandoned, takes on a different character at night. It's as if the very essence of the past comes alive, reaching out to those who dare to venture here. Nestled in the Cuyahoga Valley, Hale Farm appears peaceful during the day. The sun casts a warm glow over the historic buildings, and the valley is filled with the sounds of nature. Birds sing, leaves rustle in the gentle breeze, and the farm animals go about their day. It's a picturesque scene, a perfect snapshot of rural life from a bygone era. But night reveals its true nature. As the sun sets and darkness falls, the farm undergoes a transformation. The once serene landscape becomes a place of shadows and secrets. The air grows colder, and the sounds of the day are replaced by an eerie silence. It's as if the night itself holds its breath, waiting for something to happen. This isn't just a collection of historic buildings, it's a place where the past refuses to stay buried. The old houses and barns with their creaking floors and weathered walls seem to hold on to the memories of those who once called this place home. Each building has its own story, its own secrets waiting to be uncovered. It's a place where history bleeds into the present. Ghostly figures are said to roam the grounds, their presence felt but rarely seen. The air is thick with the energy of the past, and those who are sensitive to such things can feel it all around them. It's a place where the veil between the living and the dead is thin, and the past is never truly gone. Some dismiss it as superstition. I know better. Having spent countless nights here, I've experienced things that defy explanation. The skeptics may laugh, but those who have felt the chill of a ghostly presence or heard the whispers of the past know the truth. This place is alive with the energy of those who have gone before us. Having investigated the paranormal for years, I've seen the impossible. I've captured voices on tape, seen objects move on their own, and felt the touch of unseen hands. Hale Farm is a hotspot for paranormal activity, and each visit brings new experiences, new evidence of the otherworldly. It's a place that challenges our understanding of reality. Hale Farm whispers with the energy of the dead. The very air seems to hum with their presence. If you listen closely, you can hear the faint whispers, the echoes of conversations long past. It's a place where the past is never truly silent, and the dead have stories to tell. Are you brave enough to listen, to stand in the darkness and open yourself to the unknown, to hear the whispers of the past and feel the presence of those who have gone before? Hale Farm and Village is not just a place to visit, it's a place to experience, to feel, and to remember. The shadows stir in the valley, and they have a story to tell. Will you listen? Hale Farm dates back to the early 1800s. Jonathan Hale, a farmer from Connecticut, established a homestead here. Over generations, the farm thrived, but tragedy struck too. Lives were lost, dreams died, the land remembers. Each building holds echoes of its former occupants, their joys, sorrows, and perhaps their lingering presence. The Hale family's story intertwines with the very fabric of this place. The past never truly dies at Hale Farm. It lingers unseen, waiting to be heard. The Jonathan Hale house stands as a testament to the farm's beginnings. Built in the early 19th century, this historic structure has witnessed countless seasons and stories. Its walls, steeped in history, have seen the rise and fall of generations, each leaving behind a trace of their existence. The house, with its creaky floors and aged wood, whispers tales of yesteryears to those who listen closely. It's also a focal point of paranormal activity, Over the years, many have reported inexplicable phenomena that defy logical explanation. The air around the house often feels charged, as if the past is just a thin veil away from the present. Shadows move where there should be none, and cold spots send shivers down the spines of unsuspecting visitors. Visitors and staff report strange occurrences. Some have felt an unseen presence watching them, while others have heard disembodied voices whispering in the dead of night. The sense of being watched is almost palpable, making even the bravest souls question their courage. Footsteps echo in empty halls. These phantom steps often follow the living, as if an invisible entity is tracing their path. The sound is unmistakable, a steady rhythm that sends chills down the spine of anyone who hears it. Doors open and close on their own. These movements are often sudden and without any apparent cause, leaving witnesses in a state of bewilderment. The creaking of the doors, combined with the eerie silence of the house, creates an atmosphere thick with suspense. One story speaks of a ghostly weaver. This tale has been passed down through generations, becoming a part of the house's rich folklore. The weaver's presence is felt most strongly in the room where an old loom still stands, a silent witness to the past. She is said to be the spirit of Anna Hale, Jonathan's wife. Anna, a woman of grace and skill, was known for her exceptional weaving. Her legacy, however, extends beyond her lifetime, as many believe her spirit still lingers in the house. Anna was a skilled weaver in life. Her hands, deft and sure, created beautiful tapestries that were the pride of the Hale household. Her dedication to her craft was unparalleled, and it is said that she spent countless hours at her loom, lost in the rhythm of weaving. Now, some say she continues her craft in death. The loom, once a tool of creation, has become a bridge between the living and the dead. Those who have ventured into the room at night claim to have seen a ghostly figure hunched over the loom, as if still weaving the threads of her past. Witnesses describe seeing a spectral figure hunched over a loom. This apparition, believed to be Anna, is often seen in the dim light, her form flickering like a candle in the wind. The sight is both mesmerizing and terrifying, a reminder of the thin line between the living and the dead. The rhythmic clatter of the loom can be heard late at night. This sound, once a symbol of life and productivity, now serves as a haunting reminder of Anna's undying dedication to her craft. The clatter echoes through the halls, a ghostly symphony that keeps the legend of the ghostly weaver alive. Is it Anna, forever bound to her work? The question lingers unanswered as the loom continues its ghostly rhythm. The Jonathan Hale house, with its rich history and spectral weaver, remains a place where the past and present intertwine, creating a tapestry of mystery and intrigue. The Goldsmith house holds another tragic tale. This house, shrouded in mystery and sorrow, has been the subject of countless ghost stories and local legends. Its walls have witnessed the passage of time, and with it the lingering presence of a heart-wrenching love story that ended in tragedy. Legend speaks of a young bride who died on her wedding day. She was full of hope and dreams, ready to start a new chapter of her life. But fate had other plans. On what should have been the happiest day of her life, she met an untimely end, leaving behind a trail of sorrow and unanswered questions. Heartbroken, her fiancé never recovered. He was a man deeply in love, and the loss of his beloved bride shattered his world. He would often be seen sitting alone, clutching her photograph, his eyes filled with an unending sorrow. The weight of his grief was palpable, and it consumed him entirely. He spent the rest of his days mourning her loss. Every day, he would visit her grave, sitting by her tombstone, lost in memories of what could have been. His life became a shadow of its former self, haunted by the ghost of his lost love. The pain of her absence was a constant companion, and he could never move on. Now, visitors claim to hear soft weeping coming from the Goldsmith house. The sound is said to be most frequent in the dead of night, when the house is cloaked in darkness. Some say it's the wind, but others believe it's the mournful cries of the bride still grieving her lost love. The sound is said to be most frequent in the bedroom where the bride took her last breath. This room, once filled with dreams of a bright future, now stands as a silent witness to her tragic end. Visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness upon entering, as if the very walls are imbued with her sorrow. Some even report seeing a shadowy figure in a white gown, her face veiled in sadness. This apparition is often seen wandering the halls, as if searching for something or someone. Her presence is both eerie and heartbreaking, a reminder of the love that was lost and the pain that lingers. Is it the heartbroken bride still searching for her lost love, or is it merely a figment of our imagination, a story passed down through generations? The truth remains a mystery, but one thing is certain: the Goldsmith house continues to captivate and haunt all who hear its tale. The stories of Hale Farm's hauntings are numerous. People tell of disembodied voices, cold spots, and unexplained apparitions. Are these simply tall tales, or is there something more at play? Paranormal investigators have visited Hale Farm over the years. They have conducted EVP sessions, temperature readings, and electromagnetic field measurements. While some results are inconclusive, others suggest unusual activity. EVP recordings have captured unexplained noises. Temperature drops occur in specific areas. Electromagnetic fields fluctuate without reason. Could these be signs of the spirits said to roam Hale Farm? Despite investigations, the mysteries of Hale Farm persist. Skeptics dismiss the stories as overactive imaginations, but those who have experienced the strange occurrences firsthand know there's more to it. Is Hale Farm truly haunted? The evidence is inconclusive, but the stories persist. The feelings of unease are real. Something whispers in the shadows. Hale Farm and Village stands as a bridge between centuries. It's a place where the past refuses to stay buried. The spirits of those who lived and died here seem to linger, their energy woven into the very fabric of the buildings. Are the hauntings real? The answer may lie within the weathered walls of Hale Farm itself. But be warned, once you step into the shadows, you may never look at history the same way again.